You want to go 3, 2, 1, and then go, or do you want to just go? You know what? Screw it. We're just going. I hate that. I hate that intro. People say, "Oh, it sounds too artificial." So you know what? Screw it. We're just going.
Let's just go. Let's do it. 3,
2, 1, go. And we're back.
And we're here.
So, it's Sunday morning. The time change just happened. I was very confused when I went to the bathroom this morning because I wasn't sure if it took me an hour to pee or not.
You didn't remember eating that.
But I like it. I like the time change. Time change, especially falling back, gives us an extra hour. But I wake up at 4 a.m. anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Gregory, do you sleep in like most teenage human beings?
No, not most. I usually wake up every day around 5.
Oh. And what do you do at 5?
Get dressed and wait for the kids.
How about you, Coach Greggies? What do you do in the morning? You're a coffee guy.
You know I'm a coffee guy. This man's been trying to get me to throw coffee out for a long time.
Listen,
I've cut back.
Not coffee. It's all the creamer, all the sugar.
No sugar. I don't put sugar in
the
it.
60 ounces of coffee.
Listen.
No.
Listen, I've got a medium iced coffee this morning, and if you look here, caramel cream, no sugar.
Let me taste.
No sugar. You want to taste? Get a little. Stop it. Community chest, bubbles.
That's nasty.
I don't really drink it. I just blow bubbles.
I'm not a big fan of coffee. It just doesn't have the.
Are you a tea guy?
No. I like water. And last night I took my wife on a date.
Ooh.
And I had a Shirley Temple.
Oh.
Extra grenadine. I was getting crazy last night.
1 cherry? 3 cherries.
That's too far.
Hey, I told you we're getting one. Gregory. This is what happens when you're an adult. Stop. So we came off of a big win against who did we play against? Riverview Sharks. Boy, and listen, the truth is we have been kicking those guys' butts for years.
Yes.
And this year they were awesome. They were awesome.
Very senior heavy team. A lot of dudes with a lot of ass to them. They were strong guys. Like a lot of powerful kids on that team.
And the hard part about it is they figured out the solution. We got up 2 scores. Their quarterback got hurt. And then they said, you know what? We're going back to old school. I'm going to give it to the guy that runs the hardest. And they pounded it down the field and got 2 scores within, maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes?
And it's actually an offense that should elongate the drives and take away the clock. But, man, the 2 guys they had running, number 6.
Dude, number 6.
And number 33.
That guy, I think that guy was 24.
Just 2 houses.
Yeah. Speaking of the game, I mean, we ended up winning. What was the score? 41? 36. I mean, it was a shootout. It was like an NBA All-Star game. Nobody wanted to play defense. But it was exciting. It was their senior night. It was our last game of the season with the hopes that we make the playoffs.
Playoffs?
I mean, we'll find out.
We'll find out today.
Tonight.
This morning. It's in my opinion, it's less likely than more likely right now because of what some other teams did. But either way, I think it's the way we ended the season, the regular season, I think really turned things around mentality-wise. And it was a good way to go out if this was our last.
Agreed. I think if that is the last game for the season for our seniors, there's no better way to finish that game and finish the season. But we've been in a number of games like that this year. We were on the wrong side of a couple. What is your projection? What is your prediction for next season, knowing that the guys, by the end of that game, even though they scored and then they got up, it looked as if it wasn't like early in the season where the guys just said, you know what, let's just run the clock out and accept fate. These guys actually fought back, and we scored towards the end, and the defense actually sealed the deal for us.
So what's always cool to me is in games like that, closing out the season, you've got your big leaders, your Will Millers, your Ty Robinsons, your Emory Adams. On the line, you've got Jackson Cooney's of the world, and they're just playing their hearts out. They know it could be their last couple snaps. They're crying at the end of the game. But what's awesome is you think of some of the huge plays that happened in that game were underclassmen. You had Brennan Lowe taking one down the sideline with 3 or 4 minutes left of the game, 40 yards for a touchdown to put us ahead. You had, with 10 seconds left, Count Mears, another underclassman, second interception of the night. He had a huge touchdown catch earlier in the game. So just seeing some of those young guys transition into leadership roles before your eyes, it gives me a lot of excitement for next season as well.
I think so. Speaking of underclassmen, we have an underclassman with us today.
Who's that?
What? Hey!
Who's that?
Hello. M&M's. This is Gregory Puskas. We've been talking about him in the last couple episodes. And thank you to those who have subscribed, all 4 of you. We please don't unsubscribe. We now you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, this is him.
Yep.
And don't let his hair scare you off. It's gonna be okay. We're working on it.
We're working on it. Tell me, Gregory, first varsity season, 9th grader. What was your take on the game on Friday night? I mean, it was an exciting game. What did you think as a player? What was your perspective?
I felt like that was the highest energy game we played all year. Like, there was not giving up, but like at the beginning we started off a little slow, but then at the end it started turning into a shootout where like we'd throw a massive punch, they would throw a massive punch, and then at the end we just won with Kelton Mears with an uppercut.
Nice. Ooh,
Boxing term.
uppercut. Speaking of uppercuts, when you took an uppercut and you were on the ground, the guy stood over top of you, Gregory, and what did he say to you? Did he say, "Get out of here, little boy"?
He didn't say anything. He just stood over me.
Oh, he did.
All he did was stand over me.
It's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he could have said something.
Did you wave?
No.
Like, hey.
Gregory, what did I say to you after that happened?
Told me to stop being a little bitch.
Oh,
Don't say that.
bad
Don't
words,
say that.
naughty words. Oh my God! And stop moving your legs. Holy mackerel! Just sit still. Nobody's watching anyway.
Censor yourself.
Yeah. So what? I'm just kidding. Yeah. I mean, it's tough because being a freshman and being new, you don't know where you fit in yet. You're a big role player. But what I said to you was, don't let a guy ever stand up over top of you. For 1, 2, whenever you fall down, like do your best to get up. And then 3, if that ever happens again, I'm disowning you. So don't ever do that again. But great lessons because, we have all been, if you've played football long enough, you've all been in that situation. And it's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to them. And thankfully, you have a great enough personality and you're good enough to laugh at yourself. And we can laugh at you whenever we want. That you'll bounce back from those things, and it's just having the experience to know, okay, I got to keep my head on a swivel, and I got to stay away from the pile. I mean, those are the 2 cardinal rules of football, because I made a living doing that to people on the sides of the pile, and I would not stand over top of them. I would go like this. Psych! Just kidding. But what do you think, and how do you feel that you did this season?
I feel like I started the first 4 games a little rough, but I feel like at the end everything was starting to click for me. I feel like in the last 6 games I did a lot better than I did in the first 4.
I mean, what do you think, Dad? Do you think
Growth. I think, and this is why I'm hoping we get another week or another 2 weeks. I feel like at the end of the season, last couple games for sure. I don't know about the last 6, but the last couple for sure. I feel like he started coming into his own. You could see, you mentioned him getting towered over like the Ali picture. But on the very next kickoff, you went down, you put that same guy on his back, and you attempted to stand over him. You didn't really know how to stand over him, but you tried. But it's good to see you learning and taking coaching, and really proud of the progress you've made this year.
Me too. Can we hug it out? Come on, Dad.
Go get him.
I'll get out. Oh, pinch me.
That was weird.
Let's shift gears. Because we have. I gotta to stop for a second. Let's change because we have to send a shout out to and our thoughts and our prayers out to Coach Rob, who we just found out after the game, but happened during the game that his father passed away. So we are thinking about you. We're praying for you. We love you, and we're praying for the whole family. So just as an aside, we just want to make sure if you need anything from us, don't hesitate to let Coach Perez know because we're not going to do anything. He'll probably do. I'm just kidding. No. Will anything you need, Rob? We love you guys. We love you guys. What's your thought process going back? Rewind. Do it. Do the rewind.
You don't even know how to rewind.
I do not.
Freshman.
What do you think? And how do you think we're gonna? What do you think about us in the playoffs? Do you think we have a chance? Do you think we have no chance? Be honest.
Do you not know?
I think.
Did you play Pokemon this morning?
Charizard.
If we play with the same level of intensity as we did last Friday night, I feel like we'll have a chance to move on at least 1 or 2 rounds.
Ooh. So you're saying we are going to the playoffs then?
I feel like we are.
Ooh.
Confident.
I think that's a great prediction. What do you think, Coach Greg?
So the FHSA has this tricky little formula that's proprietary, and unfortunately,
Proprietary.
nobody really knows
I don't really know proprietary.
exactly how that works. So it's basically hidden. It's their secret formula. It's like Krabby Patty. So the issue is, as a coach, is you do your best to try and figure out and predict where everything's going to fall, but you don't know what the exact formula is. So there's no way of really checking. You can guess. I think we're going to end up somewhere 8 to 10. Could be 8, could be 9, could be 10. I just wish there was a little more clarity on the FHSAA side, so we could kind of self-check as we go and figure out, hey, this is where we are right now. And I get it; they got their fun show where they reveal everything, but it would be awesome if we had some checks in place where we could make sure, all those little numbers were done correctly. And
Speaking of secret recipes, we've had some secret recipes in the past. What would you prefer? The Christy Lowe's mom's, what is it? Cookie brookie thing?
Ooh,
Gooey, ooey, gooey.
oh,
Or
butter cake.
Bo Jackson's.
This is 2 different
macaroni-
categories. You
No.
can't go dinner versus dessert.
Just pick.
Okay. Anything Chrissy Lowe's mom makes is magic.
Ayo.
Love it.
Yeah.
That Oreo dessert Friday, I think that really put us into
I think so.
coaching mode.
Yeah. Please do that again.
Even in the off season, if you want to test a few
Yeah.
things.
We're here all the time.
And happy birthday, Chrissy Lowe just
Yes.
celebrated her 30th birthday.
30th.
30th birthday.
30-30, big 30. Love you. Great job. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your birthday.
I can say happy birthday?
Hey, say happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wow.
Holy mackerel. All right. Sunday morning. We're about to go work out. What time is it?
We got
8:40. We're good. We got time. We got time. Let's figure out something. I mean, you can't have a podcast and not have like a structure. We started a structure because what we do is we sit on the bus and then we message each other questions or message each other topics that might be interesting. I started one, and I think it's probably a good one to go to. And we'll take a couple minutes.
For sure.
And it's great because we have Gregory also to be able to share with us. Let's start with your favorite memory of a coach when you were a player. Go.
Favorite memory of a coach when I was a player. So this is a funny one. At Union College, New York, Division III, go Dutchman. Now what are they? Now the Garnett Chargers. switched her name recently. But I had a radio show. Me and my roommate ran a radio show, Rob Yenchman, and we had a segment on there where I would act like my head coach.
Mm.
And so John Audino, one of the top winningest coaches of all time, we had a character named John A. Who would talk about things he found, inappropriate things he found in the dorm that week. Be like, "Hey guys, John A." So just high pitched voice, but like powerful guy. And my defensive back coach, we go to practice. I don't think anybody listens to the show ever. So we get to practice the next day, and he's like, "Loved your radio show." And I was petrified because I'm like, "Oh no!" If the head coach finds out I've been making fun of his voice on the radio for all these weeks, I'm in trouble. But we would have fun. He'd give me segments that I should do on the show. He never told the head coach. Love you, John Audino. You were an amazing guy. Mentor in my life, but still, great radio content.
Mine, my favorite is when I was 10. There was a guy, his name was Steve Knox. We were playing Little League Baseball. He was this kind of a shorter guy. He was real soft-spoken. He didn't really yell and scream. His son was the same. They're real great sports. They're like super, super nice guys. And then on his team comes me, and I'm an absolute wild man. I don't tuck my shirt in. I got 2 different color socks on. I'm saying bad words left and right. And we have a good season, a great season. Now I have great stats, and we're winning. And in the last game of the season, which we get into the conference championship game, I'm pitching, and we have a girl that's playing in left field. And I'm throwing an awesome game. I throw a ball, boom, it's like the last inning. And the ball goes to her. And she drops it.
No, she didn't.
She does. She drops it. Come on. Rewind.
Adversity.
Rewind 30-something years. I'm now 10. That's 37 years. I look over and I go, "What are you doing?" And my face turns red. The veins are popping out of my neck. And I slam my glove to the ground.
Fatality.
Yep. The ball comes in. We're losing now. And Coach Steve comes out to the mound. And he goes, "Give me the ball." So, okay. Give him the ball. And he goes, "Go sit on the bench." And now I'm like, uh-oh. But I'm still heated from the whole thing. And he says nothing to me. And then at the end of the game, we end up losing because that's the 6th inning. We lose. And I'm still fuming. And coaches will do this post-game speech and blah, blah, blah. Our season's now over. We lose. And he said the thing that I usually say to a lot of our players, different teams, especially when we lose. It's you win and you learn. You never really lose unless you don't get the lesson out of the loss. To my response was, "Coach, that's bullcrap." And in the softest voice, he said to me, "You're right. You should have never yelled at your teammate." And so he goes, "I would appreciate it. And I'm sure she would and her family would appreciate it if you walked over to them and apologized." And the 10-year-old me again was like, "Oh, hell no, I'm not doing any of that stuff." But he looked at me and he said, "You know what? I know you can do it. I believe in you." And I was like, okay. So I walked over there and apologized. And I said, "Look, I'm really sorry. I overreacted. I was angry. I'm very, very sorry." To which her parents were like, "Thank you, young man, for coming over. It was very nice of you." And the girl named Stephanie, she just flicked me off.
Stephanie.
Yeah, that's not nice. It hurt me. I'm just kidding. No, and then I walked away. So, but I think going back to Coach Knox or Coach Steve, it was not a lesson even inside the lines of the game. It was more just how to be a good person, how to own up to your own mistakes, and then fix them and then move forward. And so Yeah, that's my favorite memory from a coach because I still use that now. Gregory, how about you?
My favorite memory is from this past summer when summer workouts started. I feel like this is week 2, week 3. And some guys are sitting in the back not doing much, while all of us are doing like the plate reps, like curls, get on your back to, what's it called? Press. And
It's called a press.
My bad.
Press. Holy mackerel.
It's early, coach.
Okay.
So, coach sees this. Instead of being like, "Hey, let's get to work," he tells us to all stop jerking the gherkin. Get on the floor, do 100 push-ups.
Wow. That's your favorite memory of a? You know what? I don't have to take this. I'm out of here. This sucks.
You want to know second favorite memory?
I'm out of here.
He's gone, so let's talk for a minute.
I'm the host now.
Just kidding. Sit over there.
Jerk.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that is called dramatic effect.
That was good.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm back. Hello. Listen, also Coach Rob Patterson said, this is dramatic effect. Dramatic.
We agreed to the treaty.
That's it. Just like in Commando, where the muscles are like,
but my
it's nice to see you again.
Oh, today on the field we will play each other.
Dramatic effect. So, no. I don't want to hear nothing anymore. Now this is, when I do that, when I go, that was stupid. You're just going to go, dramatic effect. You're going to go, I don't have to take this from you. And then you get ready. Start talking.
So
No. That was dumb.
that's stupid, bro.
Oh,
The wood floor.
no. That is terrible. I think I hurt his feelings.
Do you feel like you learned a life lesson from Coach Knox on that day?
My feelings are still hurt. Yeah, I did. I like Coach Knox. I like Coach Steve. If you're still out there and you're at home, I thank you for. Oh, he's back. Hey, welcome back. This is dramatic effect.
I need a Tesla in my life.
Okay.
I think you can do it, and I believe in you.
Hey, screw you, baby. Dramatic effect. Go.
That's too far. I can't go there. It hurts.
Hey, listen. Tesla? I'm not a big Tesla guy.
Why?
It's a battery. Battery-operated cars, I think, are still... I'm not in. I like gas engines. I like diesel engines. I like to ruin the environment. But it's batteries. The batteries are not going to last forever.
Show's got to go green.
And likewise, the batteries, if you have to replace them, are like an arm and a leg to replace them.
They're cheaper than gas. You fill your tank up how often?
Yeah, but you know what? That's just because my car is very inefficient.
We actually just had this.
It's built in America.
We just had this exact same talk about your gate.
My gate?
You're like, the battery only takes this often. I got to replace it.
Oh my! You know what? I don't have to take this from you. That's
dramatic effect.
I'm out of here. You guys suck. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Good. That was good. Listen, I'm back. Welcome back.
Hey, good to see you. Welcome to the show. I'm back. Welcome to the show. I'm here all night.
What show? Oh, there's a show. Hey, so, you got anything else?
I do.
What? Oh, here we go. Yes.
Can I introduce a new segment?
Okay.
Called Going Deep. Going Deep. This is called, I want to talk to you about something like when as a player in the sport, as a coach in the sport, life gets busy. How do you balance all those different things? Because you think about, like, when you're a kid, were you one of those kids who had, like, the wall of hats? Like, you had the pins on the wall, you put all the hats up? In life, at this age, for these kids, they have so many hats they wear. And as coaches, you have so many hats you wear. Like, You wake up at 4:30 in the morning. You got to be dad. Wake up the kids. At 4:45, you got to be husband and make sure this is done and this is taken care of. You're back to the dad hat. You're back to the teacher hat. You get to work. You got this hat. Then your coach hat. You have an issue at school and you got to be a friend to somebody. You have all these hats, and then sooner or later you put the wrong hat on in a situation, or you're so tired because you haven't slept, and now everything's blurry and you can't tell which hat is which, and now you're trying to get the hat that could be this hat or that hat, and there's just so many different things I think our athletes go through today. It's a different time than when we were kids, where we went to work, we went to school, and we played, and we came home. There's so many different paths that these kids get caught in, and some of them lead to bad things.